Exponential or geometric sequence. In an exponential or a geometric sequence, the ratio between any two consecutive terms is the same, and that ratio is called the common ratio. Okay. For example, let's do some examples about the geometric sequence or exponential sequence. Let us suppose I have a sequence. The first sequence is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. We need to figure out its common ratio, right? Okay, so the ratio between the two consecutive terms is the common ratio, the ratio between these two consecutive terms. So what is the common ratio? So R is the common ratio, which is 2 by 1, and 4 by 2 is also 2 by 1, or 8 by 4, or 16 by 8 means second term divides the first term. So everything is equals to 2. So the common ratio in this geometric sequence or exponential sequence is 2. So we name common ratio as R, right? Okay, let's do another example. For example, I have 20, 10, 5, and 2.5, 1.25, and so on. Okay, now let me figure out its common ratio. Okay, so the ratio between 20 and 10, 10 and 5, 5 and 2.5, 2.5 and 1.25. Okay, so 20 and 10, this is 10 by 20, which is 1 by 2. Or 5 over 10 is again 1 by 2. 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10. 2.5 divided by 5, this is also 1 by 2. And 1.25 divides 2.5, this is also 1 by 2. So everything is 1 by 2. So the common ratio is 1 by 2. Let me also show you with the help of calculator. So 10 by 20 is 1 by 2. 5 by 10 is 1 by 2. 2.5 divided by 5 is 1 by 2. 1.25 divides 2.5 is 1 by 2. So everything is 1 by 2. So common ratio is basically second term divides the first term, right? Okay, now let's do another example. If I have 1000, 100, 10, 0.1, and so on. Okay, sorry, this is 1, 0.1, and so on. Okay, now let me solve the common ratio. So the common ratio is the difference, not the difference, sorry, the ratio between 1000 and 100, which is 100 divides 1000. Two zeros are cancelled with 2, 1 by 10, or the ratio between 100 and 10 is 10 over 100, is again 1 by 10. The ratio between 10 and 1 is 1 over 10, is 1 by 10. The ratio between 1 and 0.1 is 0.1 over 1, is also 1 over 10. So this implies the common ratio here is 1 by 10. Or I will also show you with the help of calculator that 100 divides 1000 is 1 by 10. 10 divides 100 is 1 by 10. This is already 1 by 10. And 0.1 divides 1 is 1 by 10. And yeah, it's everything is 1 by 10, right? So this is the common ratio. So that sequence is an exponential sequence or a geometric sequence when the ratio between two consecutive terms is the same, right? Okay, now let me write down the nth term formula for the geometric sequence or the exponential sequence. Nth term formula. Okay, so the nth term formula for the geometric sequence is Tn is equals to a r power n minus 1. This is the nth term formula, right? Now, what is a, r, and n? So we can say where a is the first term, right? R is the common ratio, and n is the term number. All right. Now let's do some past paper questions, right? Okay. All right, so the past paper questions are, the first one is find the nth terms of the following sequences. So we have given few sequences and we need to figure out their nth term, right? So let me start with the first one. The first sequence is 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and so on. Let me write that sequence separately. 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and so on. So this is a sequence, right? Okay, now first we need to figure out the common ratio for that sequence, and then we need to do the nth term, right? So for the common ratio is the ratio between 4 and 8 is 8 by 4, which is 2. The ratio between 8 and 16 is 16 over 8. This is also 2. The ratio between 16 and 32 is 32 over 16 is also 2. The ratio between 32 and 64 is 64 over 32. That is also equals to 2. So from here we come to know that the common ratio for that sequence is 2. So this is a geometric or exponential sequence, right? All right, now the nth term for that sequence is Tn is equals to a r power n minus 1. Okay, so here we can say the nth term should be equals to a is the first term of the sequence, which is 4, r is the common ratio, which is 2 power n minus 1. So this is the nth term for that sequence, right? All right, now the next sequence is 3, 9, 27, 81, and so on. All right, now we need to figure out its common ratio again. Let me write down the sequence, which is 3, 9, 27, 81, and so on. Okay, now let me solve the common ratio. The ratio between 3 and 9 is 9 by 3, which is 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 3 is 9. So 3 is the common ratio. Or the common ratio between 9 and 27 is 27 by 9. 9 times 3 is 27, again 3. The ratio between 27 and 81, 81 over 27, that is also equals to 3. So we come to know that the common ratio for that sequence is 3. So when the sequence has a common ratio, then that sequence is a geometric sequence or an exponential sequence. And we know the nth term formula for the geometric sequence is T n is equals to a r n minus 1. So let me write them down. So t n a is the first term of the sequence, which is 3. R is the common ratio, which is 3 power n minus 1. So when I simplify this further, so you can see we have the same basis in the product. You can add the power. So here 3 power is 1 and here 3 power is n minus 1. So let me add the powers. 3 power 1 plus n minus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 power is cancelled out. So 3 power n, that is the nth term for the sequence in part B. All right. All right, let's do one more practice question. Here are the first 4 terms of a different sequence. Now you can see the sequence is in fraction, right? Find an expression for the nth term of the sequence. We need to find the nth term for this sequence. All right. Okay, so when the sequence is in fractions, so it is better to find the nth term separately for the numerators and for the denominators, right? So let me start with the numerator first, right? So we can say nth term for numerator all right. So the nth term for the numerator, since the numerator is 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. Okay, so this is the nth term should be in common. This is a common ratio. So numerator sequence should be a geometric sequence. You can see 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 16, and so on, right? So it has a common ratio, right? So R should be the common ratio between 2 and 4 is 4 by 2, which is 2. The common ratio between 4 and 8 is 8 by 4, which is also 2. The common ratio between 8 and 16 is 16 over 8, that is equals to 2. So we get the common ratio for this sequence is 2. So once we know the common ratio, we can easily get the nth term. So the nth term should be equals to a r n minus 1. Right, so I'm doing separately, right? Whenever you have a sequence in terms of fractions, so it is better to solve the nth term for the numerator and denominator separately, right? So write down the sequence of the numerator, figure out that sequence is arithmetic, quadratic, geometric, exponential, whatever sequence it is. So once you know the sequence, just write down its nth term and just plug the values. So the nth term, a is the first term, which is equals to 2. R is the common ratio, which is equals to 2 power n minus 1. So when the bases are same, we can add the powers. 2 power 1 plus 2 power n minus 1. So plus 1 minus 1 power is cancelled out. So 2 power n is the numerator for the nth, for this fractional sequence, right? So we have done with the numerator one. Now we need to figure out the nth term for the denominator. So nth term for denominator. Okay. All right. Now, nth term for the denominator expression is 9, 16, 25, 36. 9, 16, 25, 36, and so on. This is the nth term. Okay, for this is the sequence for the denominator. Okay, now let me figure out its common difference. So the difference between 9 and 16, 16 and 25, 25 and 36. Okay, let me do it on the calculator. The difference between 9 and 16 is 16 minus 9, that is 7. Right, the difference between 16 and 25, 25 minus 16, which is 9. The difference between 25 and 36 is 36 minus 25, which is 11. The first difference is not constant. It means it is not an arithmetic sequence. It is not also a geometric sequence because the ratio is also not the same. Now let me figure out the second difference. The difference between 7 and 9 is 2. The difference between 9 and 11 is also 2. So when it has a second difference, difference of difference is constant, then that sequence is quadratic sequence. Quadratic sequence. And I have told you, I made a separate video on quadratic sequence. How do we figure out the nth term for the quadratic sequence, right? So now let me write down the formula for the nth term of the quadratic sequence. Tn is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d1 plus d2 divided by 2 into n minus 1 and minus 2. So this is the nth term formula for the quadratic sequence. Whenever the difference of difference of a sequence is same, then that sequence is a quadratic sequence, or whenever the second difference is constant, that is a quadratic sequence, right? Now plug everything into the formula. So t and a is the first term of the sequence. The first term is 9 plus n minus 1. D1 is the first term of the first sequence, which is 7. D2 is the constant sequence, second constant sequence. This is n minus 1 and n minus 2. Let me simplify. 2 is cancelled out with this 2, right? Further simplification, the nth term should be equals to 9 plus 7 times n minus 7 plus this is going to product n square minus 2n and minus n plus 2. Okay, so n times n is n square, n times minus 2 and minus 1 times n is minus n, minus 1 times minus 2 is plus 2, right? So nth term is, we have one square term, so n square, right? How many terms are with n? 7n minus 2n minus n. So minus 2 minus n is minus 3. From 7 minus 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is 4. Plus 4n and 9 10, 11. In 9, when you add 2 is 11, and from 11 take away 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is again 4. So this is the nth term formula for the sequence in the denominator, right? N square plus 4n plus 4. So we can say here, we can say n square plus 4n plus 4. So this is how, this is a tricky one, right? This is how you need to deal with the fractional sequence. So whenever you have a sequence in fractions, so it is better to figure out the nth term separately for the numerator and separately for the denominator. And once you get the nth term for both, just divide them, you will get the nth term for that sequence, right? So I hope you understand the geometric sequence and exponential sequence. You can also name geometric sequence as exponential sequence. It has a common ratio. So we have done the nth term formula. How do we figure out its nth term when the sequence is geometric or exponential when it has a common ratio? I hope you understand it. If you still have any queries, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Take care.